Yeah, it's really, really neat.
Does it cross the entire city?
It's not a city. It's the Peloponnese. It's I can't even think. How am I going to do an interview? Are you filming me now? One of my favorite pictures that I have of my my previous ancestors is this one here, where I have my great-grandparents, my great-grandmother and great-grandfather, and their parents, so my great-great-grandparents. And I was able to take a picture of this picture when I was in Greece, and I treasure it. It's one of the most important pictures I have. We have many events in our community in Kingston, including Sunday school and Greek school, to maintain the religion and culture. Maintaining the Greek culture and religion is very important to me, as it was passed down to me. I pass it down to my own children, and I instill it in the children of our community.
So this is very interesting. The cover of the book, you see a lotus here and a bird flying, and there's the moon. And the lotus is an important symbol in Buddhism because it grows in mud. And yet, when it comes out, it is completely pure. It's not stained by the mud. In modern Buddhism, basically means that everyone is welcome here, whether they're Buddhist or not, and that we try to give them tools so that they can use Buddhist teachings in their daily life, and that it can help them to be more peaceful, more happy, and less stressed out in this modern world. So for me, the teachings come from Zopa Kelsang, and he's really applied effort to present all the Buddhist teachings in a modern way. So that's what I've been doing. So all of the teachings in this way come directly from Buddha.
So how did the teachings change over time, and how are they adapted into a modern life? Like, the original teaching must be quite different from...
Well, the meaning is the same. The meaning hasn't changed. Mm-hmm. The meaning hasn't changed. It's the presentation that changes. So that can mean the language. You know, not everybody speaks Sanskrit, which is how Buddha taught the teachings in Sanskrit. And also culturally there are differences. So they would present the teachings so that the people could understand them with their mindset.
Okay, this is a picture of Sparta and the town hall, the city hall of Sparta. My uncle was the mayor for 2 terms there. So Sparta means a lot to me. It's my favorite city in Greece. My family has been there for many generations. I really like to walk along the platea and connect with my my origin, my background. My family lives south of here, and they live amongst the olive trees, which my own father helped to plant, my great-grandfather and my grandparents. So it means a lot to me.
Buddha 2,600 years ago gave us teachings on how to control our mind. Mm-hmm. So 2,600 years ago, the human mind was a human mind and was still uncontrolled.
the meaning has to stay the same, but it could be a different situation, different language, different time.
Yeah. So what he would do now, like even in the second edition of Modern Buddhism, he talks about our frustrations a lot in various books and how to deal with them. And he decided, instead of saying the car breaking down, he used the example of the computer. And so Zopa Kelsang, having lived with us in the West for 40 years now, knows the modern world and uses those examples because they reach us. Instead of speaking of yaks or buttermilk or, all of the things that we don't know anything about. And someone came here and told me, I forget exactly what, but she had heard a teaching elsewhere where the person had given a traditional teaching. It's about a mouse. I think someone was buying a mouse or something. And she said, I didn't get it, And we don't buy mouses anymore in that way. So there was some teaching behind that she didn't understand. That's what Zopa Kelsang did. He modernized the examples. And the reason he did that is that it has an impact, that we truly understand deeply what Buddha is trying to tell us.
This is a picture of my grandmother, on my maternal grandmother and my maternal grandfather, my first cousins, and an uncle of mine. He's actually my godfather as well, and another uncle of mine. Recently, the Greek ambassador, came to visit the Kingston community, and we were able to show him some icons that we had created in Sunday school on glass. I wanted to show him how important our Greek culture and religion is here in Canada. It's very important to us, to all of us in the community. Many of our families still live in Greece. My uncles, aunts, first cousins, and that's the case with most of us Greeks in Canada.
So it's like a way to connect back to the homeland, the home culture, even when you're so far away from it. Like, how do you keep the culture, the practices going, I guess?
That's right. It's very important to me that we keep the Greek culture and pass it on.
Were you ever in Sunday school?
I didn't take Sunday school.
Were you ever in Greek school?
I was in Greek school, definitely. Our parents had limited resources. They were very poor. However, they wanted to make sure that we got Greek school taught to us, and it was important for them to pay for that, to make sure that we continued to learn the language.